that maybe I can't help myself. But I just feel like if I can't help myself, then at least I should try and help other people. Because here's other people like me, at the very least. Because, well, it's hard. And I know some people have it even worse, but still, it's still really bad. I'm really scatterbrained. Sorry. I'm dumb. So, to give you context on everything I just said, I have ADHD. And if you don't know what that is, you should probably go look it up. Because most people have misconceptions about ADHD and what it actually is. It's like it's not a fake disease. People don't just make it up. It actually exists. And it's not just something that you can self-diagnose. You actually have to go to a doctor and get yourself tested. But yeah, I have ADHD. I've gotten it diagnosed, and I'm still being treated for it. And for most of my life, I've been hated because of it. My parents hated me as a child, and I could tell because, well, here's the thing. I know people don't really hate me, but this is just how I felt for a really long time. I felt like everyone hated me and because of that, I hated myself because I couldn't make any friends. All I had was my family and a few select people who could actually put up with me. And during the time at, like, for the first few, and for the last few grades of elementary school, and during 6th grade of middle school, it was at its worst, but really, 6th grade was when it kind of peaked, I guess, because, like, my worst moments were during 4th and 6th grade, because that's when I felt it the most, that people hated me, and that and I felt like I hated myself, and I knew I hated myself, well, because I hated myself, most people hated me, I had horrible grades, like, I annoyed the shit out of everyone, like, everyone told me to shut up, and that I wasn't important, and I could never, and that sometimes when I, and that sometimes I even had trouble speaking because people told me that I was so unwanted that I just stopped speaking entirely. And that was also because I was sort of introverted, kind of, and that my ADHD and introvertedism kind of made some weird combination where sometimes I would be able to easily talk with people and that I was fine, or sometimes I would just want to crawl into a hole and die. And I know all this sounds weird, but trust me, I'll try to make sense of it at some point during the video. Trust me. And hopefully this video won't be interrupted again, because nobody knows that I'm doing this. So, yeah, as I was saying, oh yes, I hated myself. Because I felt like everyone hated me, and to a certain degree, that was kind of true. And there were only a few people who I felt actually cared about me, and who helped me through hard times, helped me get through my grades, helped me make friends, gave me counseling. And at the time, I got counseling, but still it wasn't enough because people didn't understand. People didn't understand. And I only got counseling during middle school. Like, during elementary school, it was kind of at its worst, but then again, it wasn't, because 6th grade was at its worst, but at the same time, I was getting counseling, so it's kind of hard to understand. But I felt at my worst during 6th grade. 6th through 7th grade. But 4th grade was when I felt the worst, with when I felt really, really bad, because at the time I had just moved schools and lost all my friends. Or wait, no, that was, no, wait, okay, I confused myself, because this was a long time ago. And also, I hate the fact that my voice is really mumbly, and I'm sorry about that, if you can't understand what I'm saying. And also voice cracks, because I'm a teen. Hooray. But, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm, like, rabbling on about nothing. But trust me, I'll try and get my point across. I don't know how many times I said that I'll get my point across now. Like, at least 3 times, and that's only, like, 6 minutes into the video. Oh god, I only got, like, a couple minutes left before it's, like, 10 minutes long. Jeez. Okay, I better hurry up and start getting to the point. The point is that I was depressed as shit during those times, because 4th grade I started taking Vyvanse. Because during 4th and 5th grade I started taking I was taking a pill that increased my emotions, and I was a little bitch all the time. And I would constantly cry during class. I would be an idiot, basically, and being crybaby all the time. And I hated myself for it. Then, during 6th grade, which was at its worst, I started taking Vyvanse. Now I no longer cried in class. Now I cried in the corner alone, at my house. Which sucked, because I had depression with that. Now, I don't know what the pill I was taking during 4th and 5th grade and throughout elementary school. I'm not sure what it was. And I'm not going to ask now, because that'd be kind of a weird question to ask. But still, my ADHD medicine was not helping me whatsoever during those years. Like, it did help me control my ADHD and make it so that way I could pass my classes during school. But still, I had no friends. I was depressed. And I felt like everyone hated me. Some people actually told me that they hated me. And my grades sucked. And that all came together. And because of my already mild form of depression from the Vyvanse, you get full-blown depression. And at some point, I just started feeling awful, because, well, Vyvanse also makes you not eat, so I started feeling like shit, because I wasn't eating right. And I was small, I was depressed, I was not eating right, and because of that, I felt like shit. And just the first year of that, I felt awful. And I had nowhere to turn to, nothing that could make me feel better. Every time I ate, I wanted to feel like I threw up. During school, I was stressed, depressed, and it told me that they hated me. I had no time to hang out with friends, and even then, most of my friends didn't want to hang out with me, because that literally all they did was put up with me during class. And at that point, I just considered them friends. I feel like 5th grade was actually... Okay, I'm getting really scatterbrained now, but that just feels like something important to say. I feel like 5th grade was actually the best year, because at that point, I think I started taking Vyvanse during 5th grade, but at that point, I was doing at least okay. I had a couple of friends, and Most people didn't tell me they hated me, so that was great. But still, yeah, I was doing great during 5th grade, but after that, things got really bad. I'm rambling on. I'm sorry. But still, like, and eventually it just started getting so bad that one day I just broke down and I told myself that I couldn't do it anymore. And at that point, I just got into the corner and I just sat there for a while. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I had like literally just woken up. It was Saturday and I felt like my life sucked. And that I felt like I was gonna kill myself if things didn't get better. And my mom found out. She came over, and my family actually tried to help me out with what I was going through, and things got better. It's just like it's hard to explain it, but I didn't want people's help, and that's what sucked the most. They forced their help on me, which didn't feel good for a while. But over time, I've just realized that I needed it, and it helped me create the shell that I have now. Because although the problems still do exist and I haven't fixed anything, at least I can live on normally for a while. And at the very least, things are going well for me now. So the shell will at least keep me going for a couple more years, maybe. But, oh shit, it's past 12 minutes. Also, I just cursed. Crap. Well, since I have nothing to bleep that out, hooray. This is now PG-13. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that if you're depressed, if you're taking Vyvanse and you're ADHD and you're an introvert and all that stuff, you actually need to go get some help because it sucks. Because depression is not a fun thing to fight with. Trust me, ask anyone with depression, they'll tell you right now that it's not something that you want to go through alone. Like, and I'm still trying to go through it alone, and I've had no success. And I think about it every day whether or not I should go tell people, but I've never found the good time. Never. Because I'm still grappling with these problems. I'm still trying to find a great time. And I'm not a good role model for what I'm trying to tell people to do, but still you need to have some help because depression makes you hate yourself, and that's just something that, like, hate yourself more than usual to the point where you feel like you don't deserve to live at all. Just like before, I kinda hated myself, but it wasn't so serious. But whenever I started taking Vyvanse and everything kinda went wrong, I really started to hate everything, including myself. And because of that, well, I think you could probably tell that that could get anybody down. We're just gonna ignore that, because I don't want to have to take another take of this, so. I hope you guys got the message, because If not, then I wasted 50, like a lot of my time trying to do this. And because put, I just poured my heart out into this video, unscripted, trying to get a point across. So I really hope that you guys can at least understand a little bit about how it feels to have this, and that anybody else who does have these problems and is afraid to tell anybody about them, that you shouldn't be afraid, because that shows that you're normal, but that you have to push through anyway. Because if you don't, the consequences are far, far worse. I don't want people to be like me, like not brave enough to be able to tell people that you have problems and that you don't know how to figure them out and solve them and be able to fix your own life. And I know I'm broken, but I can't fix it alone. But at the same time, I can't bring myself to tell other people. And it's just a cycle that is slowly gonna destroy me, and I know that. But at the same time, even though I'm telling everyone else, I still don't feel like I can tell anybody, in my family or my friends yet. I don't feel like I can trust them, because they have made me think again and again that I can't trust them, and I don't know. That I know that they wouldn't do something bad to me, but at the same time, I don't want things to change. I don't want to have to be like sent somewhere to go get some help, or just like. And I've even like tried indirectly helping myself by like taking less Vyvanse, or trying to, you know, do something about it. But still, it makes things hard. It makes things really, really hard. And right now, I don't know. I really, really don't. You know what? I'm just gonna end the video here. This is Fireman to 21 signing off, and I hope you guys could at least gain at least a little bit of understanding from what I'm saying. Goodbye.